Before Christmas was crowded with decoration and display, before nativity scenes stood neatly arranged on mantels and church steps, there was a saint who wanted people to see what God had done. St. Francis of Assisi loved the Incarnation with a fierce tenderness. To him, the mystery of God becoming small was not an idea to be explained, but a reality to be encountered. He feared that people were beginning to admire Christmas from a distance, knowing the words but missing the wonder. So in the winter of 1223, in the small Italian town of Greccio, Francis did something no one had done before. Francis asked for a cave, a manger filled with straw, and live animals, a donkey and an ox. There was no elaborate staging, no costumes meant to impress. There was no baby placed in the manger at first. The emptiness itself was meant to speak. The townspeople gathered by torchlight. The animals breathed and shifted. The scene was humble, awkward, and unmistakably real. Francis wanted people to feel how poor Christ had become. As Mass was celebrated there in the cave, Francis preached, not as a theologian explaining doctrine, but as a man overwhelmed by love. He spoke of the child born into hardship, of the Creator choosing dependence, of heaven bending low enough to touch straw and dirt. Witnesses said his voice trembled with joy. Some even claimed that during the celebration a child appeared in the manger as though heaven itself approved the simplicity of the offering. People did not leave Greccio merely informed. They left changed. Francis understood something essential, that faith is not only learned through words, but through the senses. Sight, sound, cold air, animals, proximity, these awaken the heart in ways explanation alone cannot. By bringing the Nativity into the physical world, Francis invited people to step inside the story rather than observe it from afar. From that night forward, the living Nativity spread, first through Italy, then throughout the Christian world. Over time, figures replaced people and scenes became permanent displays. But the heart of Francis' vision remains the same. Christmas is not meant to be watched. It is meant to be entered. St. Francis did not invent the Nativity to make it prettier. He made it closer. He placed God back among the ordinary, the imperfect, and the poor, where God had chosen to be from the beginning. And every Nativity since then, whether grand or simple, still echoes Francis's quiet insistence. Come closer. Look again. This is how God chose to come to us.